Hello everyone, welcome to the OOPS concept in C#. In this video we will discuss what is the classes and object in C#. So let's understand what is the class. So class is the main part of the OOPS programming and it's a blueprint of an object. And when we create a class in a C#, so class contains the variables and the methods to perform some operation. And the default access modifier for a class is the internal, and if we define any member into that class, so default access modifier for the members is the private. So when we talk about the access modifier in the C#, so we have couple of the access modifier available. One is the public, like the code we can access all over the project or assembly. And another is the private, we can access the code in the same class only. Protected means the code accessible within the same class or in the derived class. Internal means the code is accessible within on assembly but not from the another assembly. And internal protected in the sense like code is accessible within the same assembly and into the derived class from the another assembly. We can access it. Now we talk about the access modifier. Then in the latest version of the 7.2 is released in the C#, then there is another access modifier included, that is the private protected. The meaning of that, like the code is accessible in the same class or structure or in the derived class from the same assembly but not from the another assembly. So these are the couple of the access modifier we have for the class. Now when we talk about the object in the class, so object is basically a combination of the related variable and the methods. Like when we create a class and when we create an object of the class, then it's a combination of the variable and the method because we can access those. An object is an instance of a class. A class will not occupy any memory space when we define any class, then at point of that time it doesn't occupy the memory into the heap. But when we create an object of that class, that time like it allocated the memory into the heap. Means once we define an object of the class using the new keyword, that time it allocated memory into the allocate memory into the heap. Now let's go to the Visual Studio. And in this Visual Studio I have created one project, and in this project, like this is a console application I have created, and when we create a console application, it creates a one class, that is the program.cs class. The extension of the class is the .cs, and like it gave a one method called main method. So here what I have done, I have created a one class, that is the class access modifier, and inside that I have created a one method, and that is the print data. And inside this one I have written a message. Now let's access this method using the object of that access modifier. So let's copy this one, and when I copy it and I create an object of this one using the new keyword. So when I create new keyword, at point of this time it allocate memory into the heap. So let's take object and I'm going to access this print method. So now we are not able to see this print method, and the reason is that because we don't have any access modifier defined, and the default access modifier of any method in a class is the private. That is the reason we are not able to access it. So let's make it as a public. So once I will make it public, and let's put we are able to see the print data. So let's take it now, run this application. So when I will run this application, we will see the message which we have given there, that is www.netoffice.com. So this message we have given. Now instead of this public, if I will make it as a private, so what it will be give? It will give a compilation error like inaccessible due to protection label. And if I will make it as a internal, then let's see what it comes. So once I will make the internal, we are not giving because in the same assembly we can access it. So currently it is in same assembly, that's why we are able to access it. What if I will take it as a protected? So when I will take it as a protected, we are not able to access it. So that is giving again a protection label error. And if I will make it as a internal, then what I can like when we make it as internal, then we are able to access it. So these are the basic access modifier comes when we define a class into the C#, and according to that we secure our classes method as per our requirement when we start working into the development project. So this is the way of defining a class and the access modifier, and this is the way of defining an object into the class. So that's it for this video. Thank you.